The Mariners have hit the road, and I should say the red-hot Mariners. We welcome you in to the Mariners Radio Network. We're at Eldridge Park in Orleans, one of the staples, one of many of the Cape Cod Baseball League. We welcome you in alongside Gino Antamarino, our producer Dave Roberts. I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, Harwich, 3 straight wins. They're really getting hot at the right time, and I don't know if hot's the right word because back-to-back Mercy Rule wins, their last 14 innings of offense, 24 runs and 28 hits.
Yeah, it's not just the offense, too. It's the pitching as well. I mean, gone through just 5 arms the last 2 days, and, you know, you talked yesterday, and you know, it was brought up that, you know, when you don't go through as many arms, that's a pretty good thing to have, right? Aiden Robbins talked about it. He said it starts on the mound, and from there it transcends through the rest of the lineup. So the Mariners, when they have a good start on the mound, and yesterday Matt Heiberger did just that, went 5 innings, gave up just 2 hits, an earned run, and 6 strikeouts. From there, you just score when you can, and that's exactly what the Mariners have been doing.
The 32nd edition of Harwich Baseball in the 2025 summer coming up when we come back on the Mariners Radio Network. A little bit rainy, but we're going to play in Orleans. Welcome into Trident Talk, another episode. That's Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, there's no denying, Harwich is the hottest team in the Cape right now. Winners in 3 in a row, but back-to-back Mercy Rule victories. What isn't working for this team?
Yeah, that's a great question because right now it seems like everything is working for the Mariners right now. A 3-game winning streak. They're tied with YD for the top team on the Cape. So the Mariners are getting really good defense. They're getting some really good starting tenures on the mound from their starting pitchers. Heiberger did an excellent job yesterday against Chatham. And the offense, back-to-back games with 14 hits. So the offense is really finding its stride at the perfect time, and they're scoring big, and when it rains, it pours.
Well, that's what the Mariners hope to keep up tonight. Let's dive into the matchup with the Firebirds a little bit. Harwich 0-3 against Kelly Nicholson's team this summer. What's been the reason?
I think it's just Kelly Nicholson, right? It's Nicholson versus Englert. It's must-watch TV. It's must-listen-to radio. We hope that you join us on the Mariners Radio Network. But, yeah, these are 2 guys that have been around the Cape for quite some time. And, you know, it's funny because how the matchups work with Scott Pickler, the longtime manager of YD. Steve Englert's got his number. There's Trey Wells. He's ready to go for today. But, yeah, it's just the different matchups and the manager on manager. Don't tell Steve we said that. But it's always fun to see these 2 managers going at it, 2 good teams. And Orleans in the last 4 games have won 3. They just coming off of a big-time loss against Wareham, 8-1 yesterday. But this is an Orleans team that can catch fire. And when they do, you better look out.
They're 7-3 in their last 10. They're still battling for a playoff spot. Let's look at the standings a little bit. Every single game means so much. You referenced Harwich tied for the top of the Cape right now. This winning streak, what do you want to see night in and night out? And I'll really ask you about Olin Johnson, the starter tonight for Harwich, to keep staying on this downhill and continue the momentum every single night because we know each game means so much.
Well, that's what we're looking for. It's got to come down to having a good start on the mound, and then everything else will kind of just transpire for this Mariners team. They'll score when they can. Bristol Carter behind the camera. He's someone that had a big-time game yesterday against Chatham after missing about a week with a little bit of aches and pains. He's ready to go, but it's getting guys like that back in the lineup, ready to go as we get closer to the end of this summer. It's going to be really fun to watch this Mariners team, but like you talked about, Olin Johnson's got to have a good start today. I'm sure he will, and then the Mariners just got to keep scoring, and not just all in one inning. And only 1/2 inning yesterday that the Mariners did not plate a run. That's big-time stuff. That means they're not just having one good inning, they're spreading it out.
Well, everything's working right now for Harwich. We'll see if they can keep up their win streak tonight in Orleans at Eldridge Park. We'll be on the radio at 6:30 on the Mariners Radio Network. It's a rainy night in Orleans, but we'll play on. Welcome you into the Mariners Radio Network, a date between the Firebirds and the Mariners at Eldridge Park alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, Harwich may be hot and all the focus has to be on the first place Mariners. But you start diving into the numbers on Orleans, 7-3 in their last 10, 3-0 against the Mariners this summer. This is a huge battle tonight.
It is, and especially when you look at the last meetings between these 2 teams, the Mariners have not beaten the Firebirds yet this summer. So it's one of those matchups that you have to look at. Nicholson versus Englert, the 2 longtime managers. Nicholson in his 19th season, Englert in his 21st. But both these guys obviously have so much love and respect for one each other. We saw them talking before the game, but at the end of the day, it's a rivalry. Both guys want their teams to come away with the victory.
You talked about the Mariners manager, Steve Englert. Let's see what lineup he goes to tonight. The everyday leadoff man playing short, Tanner Marsh batting second and playing center, Nico Brini batting third. Maybe the best player in the Cape right now, Aiden Robbins. He's in left. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Maddox Maloney at third, Trey Wells behind the plate, and Jake Coonan in right field. The final three for Harwich tonight, Kyle Wolf at first, Sam DiCarlo, the DH. And rounding out the Mariners order, Shintaro Inoue. We're set and ready to go. 78 degrees, a muggy night. But we will play on Friday evening in Orleans. Marsh digs in for a righty-righty matchup with J.T. Rabb, the starter for Orleans tonight. Rabb, a right-hander out of Georgetown. First pitch, a swing and a miss at a high fastball, 0-1. Rabb stands at 6'5", 230 pounds. He's pitched 3 times in the Cape. All have been starts. A 1.54 ERA. This guy's got good stuff. The 0-1, a little bit down and away. The count's even at 1-1. Rabb at Georgetown pitched 74 1/3 innings at school, struck out 77 batters. The fact he's still around is impressive. The 1-1, a wave and a miss. Marsh quickly behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I love how vocal Marsh is to himself. I mean, anytime he swings and misses, he's talking to himself. He's getting himself ready to go for the next pitch.
He's now in a 2-strike count. It's 1-2. Rabb working from the stretch. Looks in, the 2-strike pitch struck him out on a high fastball. J.T. Rabb fans Tanner Marsh, and we're off and running in Orleans. 1 down in the first.
The center field from Wofford, number 4.
I think that just goes to show how good Rabb is. I mean, Marsh is not an easy out. He's one of the leaders on this team in on-base percentage and batting average. That's why he's the #1 hitter on this Mariners team in the order. But Rabb, not messing around, putting it right through the heart of the plate.
Here's Nico Brini. He was 2 for 4 last night, had an RBI double. He scored a run. He's playing good baseball. Shows bunt, lays one down foul. He's behind 0-1. It's been that combination all summer for Harwich. Speed, on base. But now that the offense is really ramping up, the power numbers have been through the roof.
Yeah, this top 3 for the Mariners, Marsh, Brini, and Robbins, might be one of the best trios on the Cape.
And you got to deal with Maddox Maloney after them. Brini behind 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch way upstairs. J.T. Rabb lost grip of that curveball. The count's 1-1. Take a look at the defense for Orleans tonight, starting in the outfield, moving left to right. Michael Crossland in left, Javar Williams in center, and Anthony Potestio in right. The infield, Ryan Kucharak at third, Elijah Iquez at short, Alejandro Garza, the second baseman, and Dawson Bryce at first. Behind the dish, Cashel Duggar. The 1-1 is a liner into left center field, down for extra bases. Brini rounds first. The left fielder Crossland throws it into the cutoff man, and Nico Brini's 1 for 1 with a double in the top of the first inning at Orleans.
Nico Brini continues to just terrorize pitchers. His 9th extra base hit this summer, his 6th double, and he just wastes no time, Luke. Puts bat on ball.
And now a runner in scoring position in the opening frame for the hottest bat, or at least power bat, maybe in the entire Cape right now, Aiden Robbins. He hit another homer last night. 1 on with 1 out. Rabb looks in and comes home. First pitch, a high fly, right center field. Going back, Potestio out of here. Aiden Robbins has hit another bomb, and the party is started tonight the same way he started it last night. A homer in the first inning. Harwich leads 2-0.
Oh my goodness. An A-Rob bomb once again. Given a fist bump, he's smiling. But that's why this trio, Luke, is so good, because it's not just Robbins hitting solo shots. It's Nico Brini getting on. Usually Marsh is right there to get on as well. But that time, Robbins just labeling that into right center.
Robbins goes the other way again. He now has 6 homers. That leads the Mariners 7 if you count the one in the All-Star game. Maloney up with 1 out and nobody on. Takes a strike right on the outside corner. The count's 0-1. Maddox back in the lineup, the 0-1, a ground ball left side, diving as the second baseman, Garza throwing across his body, not in time on one hop. An infield hit from Maloney, he beats the Orleans shift. And here come the Mariners once again, Gino. Man, this team is stringing together hits with the best of them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the combination, it seems like Steve Englert has struck gold, really. And it's because the order has stayed the same the last several games. I mean, yes, you have some guys coming in and out, but for the most part, it's staying the same.
Here's Trey Wells batting fifth. First pitch, a broken bat dribbler to the left side of the infield. Glove by Iquez to second for one, to first, not in time. Trey Wells grounds out into a fielder's choice. It was a close play at second to beat Maloney, but the shortstop Iquez got rid of it on an underhand pitch in just enough time. So now 2 outs. Trey Wells takes first, and Jake Coonan has an at-bat in inning number 1. It's 2-0 Harwich on the Robbins home run. You know, they don't even give us any time to settle into the game.
Not needed. They're
Not
ready to go.
needed at all. Coonan the batter. He's had a good eye as of late. A righty-righty matchup, first pitch swinging. Bouncing ball down the third base line, gloved by Kucherak across his body. Coonan out at first base. Back-to-back nice plays from the Orleans defense. Ends the first inning, but not before a Brini double and a Robbins big fly to bring him in. It's Harwich 2, Orleans nothing. We head to the home half of inning number 1 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort.
Welcome back to Eldridge Park in Orleans. The Mariners strike first again on a 3-game winning streak. Aiden Robbins, a 2-run shot in the top of the first. Harwich up 2-0. But now it's time for the Firebirds. Let's take a peek at their lineup tonight. Leading off and playing right, Anthony Potestio. Batting second, playing second, Alejandro Garza. Batting third, the shortstop Elijah Iquez. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Tyler Myatt, the designated hitter. Ryan Kucherak at third base. And Cashel Duggar behind the plate. The final 3 in Kelly Nicholson's lineup. Dawson Bryce at first. Javar Williams in center. And Michael Crossland, the left fielder. They will have a matchup with the Mariners starter Olin Johnson. This is his second start of the summer. 6th appearance. Has gone 11 in the third innings. Struck out just 7. Walked 7 as well. But a 3.97 ERA. Gino, you really liked what you saw out of Olin the last time he pitched.
Yeah, and this is someone that is not really someone that's a starter, right? Just had a couple of games this past year at UNC where he was the starting pitcher, but went 5 innings and gave up just 3 hits, 1 earned run. He pounded the strike zone too, and he's one of those guys that he can get strikeouts but pitches to contact, and his defense makes big plays for him.
Well, the leadoff hitter, Potestio, digs in from the left side. And before Orleans can even have an at-bat here in this game, they trail by 2. The Mariners are as hot as they come in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The 6'6" Johnson is set, the glove at the mouth. He kicks and deals. The first pitch, a ground ball down the first base line, just squirts foul. Kyle Wolf gloved it in foul territory. The count's 0-1. Chance to take a peek at the Mariner defense. Aiden Robbins in left, Nico Brini in center, and Jake Coonan playing right. The infield, Maddox Maloney back in there at third base, Tanner Marsh, the everyday shortstop, Shintaro Inoue at second, and Kyle Wolf at first. The 0-1 is a breaking ball low. The count's even at 1-1. The battery connection tonight will be Trey Wells and Olin Johnson. The 1-1, down at the shins. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gino, you talked about the command for Olin Johnson. That's his game. When he's consistently throwing first pitch strikes, getting ahead, he can pitch to contact easier than normal. He's behind 2-1. The pitch, bouncing ball to second on 2 hops. Inouye has it, flips to first. A routine play for out number 1.
Thing to keep an ear out for with this Orleans team, not the last game they just played, which was an 8-1 loss to Wareham, but a couple of games before that, a couple of come-from-behind victories for the Firebirds. So still tons of baseball left to be played in this one, but if you're the Mariners, you got to make sure you're not letting off the gas.
Here's Alejandro Garza. First pitch. Fastball right on the outside corner, 0-1. Dive into Johnson's numbers. I talked about 11 innings, 11 and a third so far this summer. Just 7 strikeouts and 7 walks, but he struck out 5 in 5 innings against Katuitt the last time out. The 0-1 is a little bit low with the heater, 1-1. So it was a little bit of a bounce-back start for Johnson, at least in the swing and miss category, and we could tell he really had it just a week ago against Katuitt. Here's the 1-1. Dribbler down the first base line, foul. Johnson ahead 1-2 of Garza.
It's amazing how the baseball season schedule works. I mean, you talked about Katuitt being a week ago. I mean, that feels like a couple of days ago, Luke. It's crazy how fast these days go.
2-strike pitch. Swing and a liner up the middle. Inouye can't glove it off 1 hop. He tried to backhand it. The ball dribbles into center field. In comes Brini. A 1-out base knock from Garza. That's the first for Orleans tonight.
It's kind of an awkwardly hit ball because it zinged past Johnson on the mound. Inouye with the shift was closer to the bag, where it's exactly where the ball was hit, but it was dropping, and Inouye kind of hesitated if he wanted to charge and try and glove it or if he wanted to wait for it to hop, and that kind of split second caught him behind and forced him to make an awkward play.
Iquez the batter. First pitch swinging, popped him up. Drifting towards foul territory down the third base line. Out of play. Wow, right up against the fence. The third baseman, Maloney, got there. We have no angle from where we are, Gino, and that ball looked like it was about an inch from exiting the entire net and field of play. Home place umpire Thomas Augusta threw up the out sign, so we'll go with that. 2 outs, runner at first. Tyler Myatt, the batter.
Yeah, we've got the Mariner dugout right to our left.
Same with the Mariner media cavalry. First pitch to Tyler Myatt. A fastball high, 1-0.
Luke, look at this guy coming our way.
That is the Firebird. Right here. Got a little knuckles from the Firebird. The Mariners are up 2-0. Second pitch is a fastball down. 2 balls and no strikes to the cleanup man in the first. Harwich leads 2-0. 1 on, 2 out. 2 balls and no strikes to Myatt. He hit a 470-foot home run last night. 2-0. That's a strike. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. Johnson on the board, 2-1.
I've heard about that guy. I've heard that he comes to every game. He's been coming to every game. Wears a Firebirds costume and walks around and yells, "Go Bert." Go Birds, I should say.
Well, now he just sounds like an Eagles fan. 2-1, runner goes. Foul, pitch is fouled straight back, 2-2.
You know, it's funny because some costumes, like, cover your face. He was very confident. You know, like, here's me.
The costume covered everything but his face.
His face. You know, some people are a little bit, hey, I just want to go out there. No, I don't want anyone to recognize me. He's like, hey, look, I'm your local car dealer, car salesman. This is me.
2-2. High fly, dead center field. It's taking Brini back. He camps underneath and makes the catch. Thankfully for Harwich at Eldridge Park, dead center to hit a homer. Well, that's 434 feet. Brini had plenty of room. And Johnson gets through the first 4 batters scoreless. The Mariners lead 2-0 after 1 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Welcome back to Orleans. Harwich up 2-0 after the first inning alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. 7-8-9 due up in the top half of the second for the Mariners. That's Wolf, DiCarlo, and Inouye. They've already gotten to the starter JT Rabb. The two-run Aiden Robbins homer in the top of the first. Gino, this is a starter in Rabb who just has a .54 ERA in the Cape so far. First pitch to Wolf. Swing and a miss at the changeup, 0-1.
Well, the thing about Aiden Robbins is he doesn't care what the numbers say. He's going to go out there and he's going to try and destroy every pitch he sees, and he did that.
Robbins now has an OPS above 1,000, his sixth homer on the Cape, and he got here later than just about everyone else. The 0-1 to Wolf in the dirt. This time he stays away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Something we always talk about. Sure, every team does well when they strike first or have a lead at some point in the ball game. But Harwich, with their league-leading lowest team ERA, when they score early and get up, they're tough to beat. 1-1. Right down Broadway with the fastball. Wolf in a 1-2 count. Kyle took a couple games off, did a student academic program through Boston College where he plays his college ball, and came back last night. After not playing for 4 consecutive games, was 2 for 3. Had an RBI as well. 2-strike pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. 2-hopped and gloved by Kucherak. A long throw. Pulls the first baseman off the bag, but Dawson Bryce able to tap it before Wolf gets there. 1 out.
The funny thing you said yesterday, Luke, I'm giving you credit. It wasn't for Wolf, but it was Carter who was just making his debut back in the lineup after missing a week, and he had that double to lead things off. First at bat since being out of the lineup, and you said, I wish I could do anything that well after missing so much time.
It's true. Here's Sam DiCarlo. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, fastball down the middle. JT Rabb's executing with the first pitch strike. He just wants the pitch down the middle that he threw to Robbins as the third batter of the game. He's ahead of DiCarlo, 0-1. Believe it or not, Sam DiCarlo was the only Mariner in the lineup last night to not have a hit. The 0-1 is spiked right into the ground, but off his foot first. That's a foul ball, 0-2. Every single Harwich Mariner reached base, DiCarlo walked in the later stages of the ball game. It was just a 7-inning game. They beat Chatham 12-2. That's coming off, 12-1. That's coming off a 12-2 win at Bourne the night before in just 8 innings. DiCarlo in an 0-2 count. The pitch, fastball high, 1-2. Rabb not overpowering, throws 2 different types of fastballs. The cut fastball that comes in at 90, the 4-seamer right around 93. Also has a wicked changeup. Righty-righty matchup, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Popped up down the right field line, drifting into foul territory. Potestio on it, up against the fence. That's out of play. Today was a gorgeous day on the Cape. 82 degrees, sunny. One of the hotter days of the summer. But now it's combined with a little bit of rain. There were some showers on our way in. It's quite a muggy night.
It's cooling off, though.
Not nearly as much wind here in Orleans than we had last night at White House Field. 1-2. Swinging a foul straight back. DeCarlo making Rab work here with one out in the second. DeCarlo steps out, now back in. Such a narrow stance at the back end of the right-handed batter's box. Rab looks in, now comes home. Two-strike pitch, liner into right center field. This one is extra bases. Down up against the wall, one hops over the fence. A ground rule double from Sam DeCarlo, and everybody in Harwich continuing to find gaps right now.
First time that DeCarlo has gotten a knock as the designated hitter. And that was someone that talked about doesn't have a ton of experience, listed as the DH after he was listed as such in the first game back against Falmouth. Went 0 for 3 that day. Yesterday was the DH. Went 0 for 3, but today, nice knock from him.
Well, here's the ninth hitting Shintaro Inoue. Runner in scoring position, one out, Harwich up 2-0. It's the top of the second. First pitch to Inoue, way up high. Rab lost control of that one. The catcher, Cashel Duggar, stood up, but kept it from coming to the backstop. DeCarlo stays at second base, 1-0 to Shinny. He pinch hit last night in the sixth inning for Bristol Carter, was 1 for 1 with a double. The 1-0. Outside with the changeup, 2 balls and no strikes. In a way, the highest on base percentage on this team. Leads the team in walks. Those two, well, that just makes sense. 2-0 the count to the left-handed hitting second baseman. Rab looks in, comes home. Fastball down the middle. Inoue wanted to see a strike, and there's the first of the count, 2-1. The bottom of the order during this 3-game winning streak has consistently gotten on base, but also done damage, driving in runs. Chance for Inoue here. 2-1, way up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. The top of the order and Marsh on deck. First base is open. DeCarlo at second. But I'm not sure if you want to continue to put runners on and deal with more Mariners due up in this lineup. Rab, the 3-1. Off the plate with the fastball that just missed, ball 4. There's the first walk of the game from JT Rab. Inoue does what he does best. Gets on base, first and second, 1 out. The lineup turns over. Here's the shortstop, Tanner Marsh.
All right, well, now Tanner Marsh is due for a hit. After striking out his first plate appearance today, this is somebody that doesn't waste much time. After he strikes out or goes down, he's right back to getting on base.
Struck out in the first last night, paired that with back-to-back singles in the second and third. A chance here in the second. First pitch swing and a miss. Marsh was sitting on the fastball and got the slider from JT Rab. That slider looks to be his put-away pitch. Comes in at 81 miles an hour, dives into the left-handed batter's box. Good pitch in a righty-righty matchup. First and second, 1 out. The 0-1. Chopped foul towards the Mariner dugout. Marsh behind 0-2. Now you got to work, Gino. Only 1 out in this inning. So Marsh trying to make this an at-bat, get the runners over at a minimum. Shinny at first, Sam DeCarlo at second. JT Rab moving quickly. The 0-2. A little bit up and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another spot for Harwich to extend their lead in the early innings. 1-2. Fouled down the right field line. That was an executed pitch from JT Rab. That was the changeup, and Marsh spoils it away. Count stays at 1-2. Harwich up 2-0. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the second. Sun starting to set right over Eldridge Park. A bright night. 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. JT Rab struck out Marsh again.
Wow.
That's a huge strikeout.
Number 4, Nico Greeny.
Yeah, Marsh, I talked about in his last at-bat, he talks to himself so much. And you can tell that, you know, he's someone that really processes every pitch. And that's why he's so good. That's why he doesn't really slump, because he talks to himself, he processes things so that the next time he doesn't make the same mistakes.
Here's Breeny. Already doubled in the first. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch. A hanger right down the middle. Breeny did not swing. 0-1.
I actually talked to Marsh not too long ago, and he said, you know, I love coaches that allow me to fix my own mistakes. I don't need someone telling me I did something wrong. I already know that.
Breeny ready to hit. The count's 0-1. Rabb comes home. A little bit off the plate with the off speed. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. You don't need me to tell you who's on deck. It's the man doing the most damage in the Cape right now, Aiden Robbins. Breeny up first in a 2-out, 2-on situation. The 1-1 right down Broadway. That's the changeup at 79, and Nico now behind 1-2. Rabb trying to get out of the second and post his first scoreless frame. Harwich making him work. 1-2 the count to Breeny. A righty v lefty. 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Rabb fans back-to-back batters to end the second inning. The Mariners strand 2, but still lead 2-0. We'll be back for the home half of the second on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
The Mariners lead 2-0. Time for the home half of the second at Eldridge Park in Orleans. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. The Mariners have had no luck with the Firebirds yet this summer. 0 for 3. Kelly Nicholson's Firebirds have had the better of the Steve Englert-led Harwich Mariners. In the home half of the second, it's 5, 6, and 7 due up for Orleans. Here's Ryan Kucherak. First pitch swinging a foul straight back. Olin Johnson is cruising. Coming off 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned in his last start against Katuitt. He gave up a 1-out hit to Garza in the first, but retired back-to-back batters. Ahead of Kucherak, 0-1. The pitch. Weak blooper down the right field line, foul. So Johnson quickly ahead, 0-2. That's something to look out for OJ on the rubber. The 6'6" right-hander isn't as overpowering as he looks. The fastball just at 93 miles an hour. Ahead, 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A gorgeous changeup, fans Kucherak. That one at just 79 miles an hour.
Now batting for the Firebirds, the catcher from UCLA, number 38, Cashel Duggar.
Johnson looks like he's got so much more command than the last couple of appearances he made. The last 2, he has really gone out there, Luke, and has showed off his best stuff, and he's not messing around.
That's Johnson's first strikeout. Now with 1 out and nobody on, he'll be dealing with the catcher, Cashel Duggar. Plays his college ball at UCLA. First pitch, Up and away with the fastball, 1-0. Harwich only used 2 arms in back-to-back ball games. Plenty of guys healthy in the bullpen. The 1-0 is a swinging strike. Fastball down the middle. Duggar could not connect. How good was Heiberger last night? These experienced arms have done a lot for Harwich. 1-1's in the dirt low, 2-1.
You got to give some credit to Tanner Duke as well. Both him and Heiberger.
Heiberger set the tone. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run baseball against the Chatham Anglers in a dominant win. 2-1. Just misses a little bit low. Duggar stayed away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Let's talk about Aiden Robbins a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, now 6 home runs, back-to-back games with a bomb. The 3-1, fouled straight back. The count runs full. But you talk to him in the simple interactions. I interviewed him last night. We talked to a lot of these guys off the air, Gino. And he stays so true to himself. And I loved what he said last night when I talked to him in the interview. Go check that out on social media. He said, I know now transferring from Seton Hall to Texas, payoff pitch, bouncing ball to short, 2-hop, gloved by Marsh, throw to first in time, 2 outs in the second. So he says, now that I'm transferring to the SEC in Texas, I know, and he said it, he punched it, there are going to be a lot of big spots coming up for me. So the approach that he's talked to himself about is, I can't let one big moment or a letdown kill my mood or my momentum, and that's the same if I'm hitting home runs every night. First pitch to to Dawson Bryce, a little bit off the plate, 1-0.
And I think that's the mentality that a lot of the players here on the Cape have.
1-0 is down the middle. That's the curveball, 1-1.
Sure, there's some guys that get frustrated. For the most part, I mean, you go up to these guys and you don't know their stats, you wouldn't have any idea if they were doing well or not.
Swing and a miss at the fastball inside. Johnson ahead of Bryce, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's the mindset you got to have. You can't ride the highs too much. You can't ride the lows too much either.
1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the second. The pitch, just a hair low, 2-2. Harwich leads Orleans 2-0. But I think it would be easy to be a guy like Robbins now. You're transferring to a big-time school in the SEC. You're dominating on the Cape for your 2nd year in a row. Maybe get a little bit up. 2-2, chopped right off the plate. Johnson charges in. He calls off the catcher, throw to first, spiked into the ground. It's into right field. The runner, Bryce, thought about 2, but the right fielder, Jake Coonan, was backing the throw up. So it's just an infield hit for Dawson Bryce.
Yeah, just a tough play that time. I mean, the ball literally basically 1 hop and then died. And Johnson sprinting off the mound, tried to barehand it, and by the time he rose up to make a throw, I mean, Bryce was practically already there.
So now a 2-out base runner in Bryce. Here's the 8-spot hitter, Javar Williams. Williams hits left-handed. Holds the bat right at his sternum. His hands way in on his body. Johnson working from the stretch. First pitch, way inside, 1-0. You see what I'm saying? He came to a league like this where the best of the best come, and you start hitting a home run, which feels like every night in Robbins. He hasn't changed at all in his demeanor.
You're right.
Respect that a lot. More to come from Aiden Robbins. The 1-0. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, I mean, you could be the same way, Luke, but you stay humble.
What do I got going for me? Outside of a wonderful family and partner.
Yeah, that means the world to me. Not a great producer, though, right, Dave?
Oh, man.
No, we love Dave.
We have 2 fantastic producers.
We do.
One loves hot dogs and the other Retro Bowl. 2-0, runner goes. Pitch inside, throw to second on 1 hop, skips towards center field. But the second baseman, Shintaro Inoue, backing up the play, leapt up in an athletic pose, cut the ball off. So it doesn't go into center, but Bryce takes second base. The count's now 3 balls and no strikes to Javar Williams. These are these control issues that we talk about with Johnson. Sometimes he's very streaky, trying to find the zone. 3-0. There it is, right on the inside corner with the fastball. 3-1 to Williams. Crossland on deck. He's the final hitter in the Firebird lineup tonight. So first base is open. If he can't find the zone, but it looks to be a battle back opportunity. 3-1, a deep breath, the pitch. Bounce towards the bag and taps on it with his right foot. 3 outs. The Mariners lead by 2 after 2 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know.
Beautiful evening here in Orleans. 80 degrees, the sun's starting to set. We did not bring our sunglasses, but we'll fight through. We welcome you here to Eldridge Park. Mariners up 2-0. We head to the top of the third. 3-4-5, 2 up for the Mariners. It's the left fielder, Aiden Robbins, leading things off. Righty on righty to start the frame. First pitch. Fouled straight back, right off the mask of Duggar. He looks to be all right. JT Rabb, in his third inning of work, has given up 4 hits, as well as 2 runs already. His 4th appearance on the Cape this summer. Here's the 0-1. Right down the middle with the fastball. Robbins quickly down 0-2.
This is one of those at-bats where it feels like everybody's thinking the same thing. Is he going to do it again?
The infield for Orleans shifted to the left. 3 infielders to the left side of second base. Here's the 0-2 to Robbins. Misses outside. Aiden Robbins, a 2-run shot in the first. His 6th home run of the summer. Here's the 1-2. Drilled into left. Crossland going back to the wall. And he did it again. Oh, he caught it. Michael Crossland lunging up and making the grab. We apologize. A little bit of a obstructed view here at Eldridge Park with the Mariner dugout. But it was a hard hit ball nonetheless. So first out.
Crossland completely just robbed him of his 2nd home run of the game.
Here's Maddox Maloney from the right side. First pitch outside.
It had home run distance, and Crossland was at the track, jumped up with his glove all the way extended out, and snagged it on the line drive out of the air.
Here's the 1-0. Maloney pops it straight back and out of play.
I mean, I guess that's what it takes to stop Aiden Robbins right now.
That's right. So I apologize to all the Mariner fans out there that thought that was another home run. But it was a hard hit fly out. So 1 out. Here's the pitch to Maloney. Inside, right at the elbows. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the third. 1 out, no runners. Maloney singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the 2-1. Hard hit ground ball to the left side of the infield. Iquez with a nice job fielding it at the ankles. He throws across the diamond and records the 2nd out of the inning.
Some serious defense already from Orleans tonight. Stole a home run from Robbins the previous at-bat and then just took a hit away. That ball was crushed towards the hole at short. A nice play from Iquez.
The Firebirds right now with the shift over towards the left side of the infield for a lot of these pole hitters from the right side. Here's Trey Wells. The right-hander digs in. First pitch. This is low.
Maloney ball came off the bat at 103 miles an hour.
Lightning. A little bit of wind blowing in from center field. Here's the 1-0. Curveball misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. Top of the third, Mariners up 2-0 over the Firebirds. Harwich in search of its first win against Orleans this summer. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball at 91 on the outside edge. Trey Wells reached off of a fielder's choice his last plate appearance. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rabb in search of his 4th strikeout today. That would end the top of the third. He readies the glove at the belly. Fires home the 2-2. Right behind us and out of play. Our producer Dave Roberts ready to make a play on it. Our beat reporter Jack Belanger, he just hopped the fence. He's looking for a souvenir ball. He's got some young fans in competition, and our beat reporter got it. A heck of an effort from Jack Belanger, but guess what? Nice guy, he's going to give the ball away. That's some effort right there.
That's a very good thing.
Here's the 2-2 to Wells. Just outside. That's the effort that Jack Belanger puts into his articles. Be sure to check those out on the Harwich Mariners website. And he does it all just to help people out. Gave the ball away. Here's the payoff pitch to Wells. Ground ball to short. Iquez there to haul it in at the knees, and he throws him out at first. Elijah Iquez with back-to-back ground outs. There's a reason why he was an all-star this summer. It's because of plays like that. Mariners still up 2-0. We head to the home half of the third. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
Home half of the third. We're just getting started here at Eldridge Park in Orleans. The Mariners up 2-0 in front of the Firebirds faithful. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antmarino. 9-1-2, 2 up for the Firebirds, trying to respond. It's Michael Crossland leading things off from the right side. First pitch, a breaking ball, high and tight. Olin Johnson on the mound in his third inning of work. He's given up just 2 hits so far today. The righty fires home. Fastball misses inside at the chest. 2 balls, no strikes. Johnson dealing fast. Doesn't waste much time. Already in his motion. Here's the 2-0. lasered into center. Nico Brini has got a beat on it. Moves over to his right and makes the grab for out number 1.
Johnson just kind of doing his thing right now, Gino. Only 1 strikeout. That marks the first time through the order. Giving up 2 hits. Done a nice job when those runners have been on. Just pitching to contact, throwing strikes. Yet again, another arm that has been reliable for Steve Engler.
You're right. Just pitching to contact, letting the defense do the rest. Back to the top of the order we go. It's Anthony Potestio from the left side. First pitch, high bouncer to first. Kyle Wolf is there to field. He underhands to Johnson, who touches the bag for out number 2.
It's almost a sense of
now batting for the Firebirds, the second baseman from
very relaxing energy when you have 2 pitchers like Johnson out for Harwich, but also Rabb for Orleans. They've done a lot of pitching to contact tonight. Early in the count, guys are swinging because they pound the strike zone, but you see a lot of good defense. Game moves quicker.
Alejandro Garza from the right side. First pitch well ahead of a breaking ball that time. Locked in at 78. 0-1 the count to Alejandro Peanut Garza. Nicknamed Peanut, came from his mother. Here's the 0-1. Skips in the dirt. Wells knocks it down. Doesn't have to worry about anyone advancing. No base runners in the bottom of the 3rd. The reason he got the nickname was because he was a small child and because he apparently is one of the smallest guys on his team, but I mean, he's 5'10". That's not that bad. 1-1, just misses inside at the bell.
So 5'10" is bad now?
No, I'm saying it's not that bad. He's saying they call him Peanut because he's small, but I'm saying 5'10".
You're
that's
saying not that bad. I don't even think it's any bad.
2-1. Fastball misses low and away.
What are you, like 6'1"?
Yeah, on a bad day. I'd say like 6'5" usually. You know what I mean? No, I guess my nickname should be Peanut as well. Here's a 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
If Garza's Peanut, I mean, what am I?
Like a sesame seed or
Blueberry?
something. I mean, you're right around 5'10".
I thought that was a normal height.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Marsh charges, fields it at the ankles on the infield grass, whips it to first in time for out number 3. A fly out and 2 ground outs. 1, 2, 3 to end the 3rd. Mariners still in the driver's seat, up 2-0 over the Firebirds. We head to the 4th here from Eldridge Park. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob instead of having to go get a whole entirely new.
6, 7, 8 due up for the Mariners to begin the 4th. Leading things off is Jake Coonan, followed by Kyle Wolf on deck and Sam DiCarlo in the hole. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antmarino. Right-hander Coonan taps home plate with his bat and raises it over his right shoulder. Righty on righty. First pitch. Lasered into left. Michael Crossland not having to move much. He sticks the glove in front of his face and records the first out of the inning.
The Mariners are piecing up the baseball right now, Gino. That's the second fly out to Crossland that had home run distance off the bat. He was shifted way back. I mean, he was 2 steps in front of the warning track before Coonan even offered at that pitch. We've seen a couple shifts tonight from Orleans, and they've worked very nicely.
And Coonan's been hitting the ball really well. His last 4 games, he's batting a .385. Here's Wolf from the right side, first pitch. High heat clips the upper edge for strike 1. JT Rabb in his 4th inning of work. He's given up 4 hits today, but none in the last frame. Stares down Wolf. Kicks and fires the 0-1. Popped up, and this one tails out of play over the dugout for the Firebirds along that first base side. Over by the lawn chairs that decorate the hills here at Eldridge Park. Beautiful, picture-perfect evening here on Cape Cod. Right around 80 degrees. Here's the 0-2 to Wolf. Just misses a little bit high. First ball of the count for Wolf. The sun starting to set over the right wall. Some golden and blue skies as well. A slight breeze blowing in from center field. Here's the 1-2 to Wolf. This is low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kyle Wolf grounded out in his last plate appearance. Back-to-back games for the first baseman for the Mariners. And he's been in the lineup. Sam Harris. Usually those 2 guys work as a duo. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Curveball from Rabb ties up Wolf on the inside and puts him away. Rabb's 4th strikeout of the evening.
Both pitchers starting to get into a little bit of a groove. The 3rd inning collectively, both teams went down in order. Now back-to-back outs here in the 4th. JT Rabb is settling in nicely. He's given up 4 hits, a lot of loud contact, but he's had a solid defense behind him. And he's keeping this a ball game, Gino.
Sam DiCarlo from the right side. First pitch outside. DiCarlo had a ground rule double his last time at the plate. His 2nd double of the summer, a 2nd extra base hit as well in his 6th game as a Harwich Mariner. Gets set for the 1-0. High and tight, right at the chin of DiCarlo. DiCarlo 5'9". We talked about Alejandro Garza being nicknamed Peanut because he's 5'10". I guess you can say Sam Peanut DiCarlo as well. 2-0 pitch. Clips the bottom edge for strike 1. DiCarlo steps back in from the right side. The 2-1 pitch. Off speed, hits the outer edge. And just like that, Rabb just 1 pitch away from ending the top of the 4th. Search of back-to-back strikeouts. He readies the glove at the belt and fires home the 2-2. This is low and outside. Gets away from Duggar, who tried to pick it in the ground. Left-handed catcher going over to his right leg to try and trap it in the dirt. It skips past him and hits the backstop. Ball boy for Orleans comes to collect it. Back to the mound. Payoff pitch to DiCarlo. A chopper to second. Garza's there and throws him out at first. 3 up, 3 down for the Mariners in back-to-back frames. They still lead 2-0 here at Eldridge Park. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
We welcome you back here to Eldridge Park in Orleans, bottom of the fourth, and a beautiful sight here as they're honoring the heroes of the game. It's Red Shirt Friday, so in partnership with the Massachusetts State Lottery, the home teams wear red jerseys in honor of the veterans that have served, and they get honored at the game. Really cool, and something that's also pretty cool is Bill Crossland, the father of Michael Crossland, is here in attendance. They just honored him on the loudspeaker. Served in the Marines, so it's got to be a pretty cool moment for Michael and his dad, Bill, as well as all those men and women that have fought and served. Really cool sight here on the Cape. Time now for the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-4-5 due up for the Firebirds. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Elijah Iquez, the all-star shortstop, leading things off, followed by Tyler Myatt, the designated hitter, and Ryan Kucherak, the third baseman. Olin Johnson in his fourth inning of work, but Luke, this is going to be three hitters that can easily light a spark for this Orleans offense that's got just 2 hits on the day so far.
Just want to keep this game, keep it moving, keep runners off the base. Johnson, a lot of first pitch strikes tonight. That's what's been working, Gino. But for the sake of looking ahead, there are so many arms in this Mariner bullpen that are available. They only used 2 pitchers last night, 3 the night before. So for Johnson, not a ton of pressure on him right now. Continue to stay on the downhill. This is an Orleans team that's middle of the pack in just about every offensive stat. For average, as a team, they're actually dead last with a .219 team batting average, but runs scored, extra base hits. They're right around 5 to 7, so middle of the Cape. So nothing to really worry about when it comes to stringing together hits. Harwich, obviously, with a 2-run lead, that makes it a little bit easier to pitch.
The Mariners are right there for the lowest batting average on the Cape not too long ago, but back-to-back mercy rules has them moving up the rankings. First pitch to Iquez, misses inside at the waist.
Harwich was 9th or 10th this entire summer in runs scored as a team. They're now number 3 in Cape Cod, 151 runs.
It's pretty impressive. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball sails outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Iquez. But this is that part of the summer. Talked about you can sniff the postseason. This is when you have to start figuring things out. 2-0. Joss misses low and away.
Talked about it a lot last night. It feels like compared to a lot of these teams, they're still in the process of figuring things out. I think the Mariners quite literally are figuring them out.
Here's a 3-0. This is inside for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Iquez. He takes his spot on first. And here is Tyler Myatt. Just his second game here on the Cape. Made his debut yesterday against Wareham, and boy, oh boy, did he not disappoint. 470-foot home run in just his 3rd at-bat. He gets set from the left side. First pitch. lasered high into the air and into the stands, right behind home plate. Myatt, a rising redshirt sophomore out of Tennessee. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
That's what we're talking about for Johnson. You lost to Iquez on 4 pitches, now back-to-back strikes to get ahead of Myatt.
Myatt was just one of 2 guys for the Firebirds yesterday to notch a hit. Here's the 0-2. Foul tip, straight back.
I think everybody on the Cape is itching for a Wareham versus Harwich matchup.
That would be something to watch. Both teams stacked. Last time they went at it, though, did not go the Mariners' favor.
They've won 9 of their last 10.
Here's the 0-2. This is low. A nice job from Wells. His right knee in the dirt, his left knee raised. And he trapped that ball right between both his legs and held Iquez at first. 1-2 the count to Myatt. Righty on lefty, Johnson fires home. Ground ball to the right side of the infield, in away to his left. It gets past him and into the outfield. Iquez rounds past second, dives into third, and he's there. A nice throw from Coonan in right. Maddox Maloney applied the tag, but Iquez was there for a solid 2 seconds before that ball came to him. So now runners on the corners. And Luke, we talked about it before this frame happened. This is a part of the order for the Firebirds that if you give them an opportunity, they're going to capitalize.
Nothing good ever happens after a leadoff walk, Gino.
Ryan Kucherak from the right side. Johnson takes a deep breath, fires home. Right down the middle with fastball, strike 1.
This is where Johnson's got to realize it's just early in this game. I like a first pitch strike to Kucherak, a power hitter. You can't worry about the runner at third. You got to trade a run for an out right now.
The 0-1. Low and away.
You start picking around guys, a couple more free passes, and that's how Orleans can have one of those snowball innings we talked about pregame. This is a lineup that is very hot and cold. They work together as a unit. I would argue similar to Harwich.
Johnson looks back at first to Myatt. Runners on the corners. Johnson fires home the 1-1. Ground ball, foul, third base side.
The thing that's really going to hurt Johnson moving forward, or at least for the remainder of the Cape, and we saw it a lot against Katuitt in the opposite fashion, is he's got to get more swing and miss in opportunities like this. Just 7 strikeouts in over 11 innings this summer. Not terrible, but coming off 5 in 5 innings against Katuitt. Looking for one here.
The 1-2. Just misses outside. Boy,
I thought that was
there.
strike 3, Gino.
Thomas Agosta with the best seat in the house. He thought differently, so the count goes 2-2. Johnson with just 1 strikeout today, trying to make it 2. Takes a deep breath, fires home the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Right on cue.
A nice strikeout there from the UNC product. And there's one away in the bottom of the 4th with Myatt on first, Iquez on third. Mariners up 2-0. Here's Cashel Duggar for the Firebirds. He digs in from the left side.
It's a huge strikeout. Now the infield still playing back, looking for the double play ball.
First pitch. Ricocheted off the foot of Duggar. Right off the right toe. And that loads the bases
Just
for the
saved a run.
Firebirds.
Truly did save a run. If that pitch does not hit Cashel Duggar, it would have landed behind him. It caught him in the back part of his calf in the left-handed batter's box.
You're right.
So if that gets away, the runner at third could walk home, and Myatt was going to take second regardless. So now you have a force at every base.
Here's Hunter Dilworth, the pitching coach for the Mariners. He knows the situation that Johnson is in right now. Stares up at the tall 6'6", 230-pound pitcher. Bases loaded, bottom of the fourth. The Firebirds can get right back in this ball game. Not that they were ever out of it, but still waiting for their first run of the day. Down 2-0 to the Mariners. Duggar on first after getting hit by a pitch. Myatt on second. And Iquez on third. Here's Dawson Bryce from the right side. 10 RBIs this summer, among the top on his team. First pitch. Laser down the left field line and foul. Oh boy. That one was yanked and just missed.
That would have cleared the bases, Gino.
The fans here at Eldridge Park were getting ready to get on their feet. Thomas Agosta, home plate umpire, now getting some new baseballs from the ball boy.
Believe it or not, it was a broken bat. Bryce just got a new bat, shattered or at least splintered a little bit of wood. Got to think he caught that off the top end of the bat. It was a liner, but it had a little bit of dye, sort of knuckleball spin on it as it landed foul. See if this new wood can induce a Mariner double play ball.
Bryce digs in from the right side. Bases loaded. Here's the 0-1. Hits the inner edge for strike 2.
Beauty of a fastball right in on the knees.
89 from Johnson. He adjusts his cap on the mound, looks down at his feet, and now up to Bryce from the right side. Takes a breath. The 0-2. Drilled into dead center. Nico Brini running back towards the wall, on the run, makes the head-high grab, and he throws to the relay marsh, but that's going to score one for the Firebirds as Iquez comes in from third. A sac fly for the Firebirds, courtesy of Dawson Bryce, and they cut the deficit to just one.
The batter for the Firebirds, the center fielder from Wake Forest, number 5.
So it says 434 out there in center. I would guess that Brini just ran 429, and that's in feet. I mean, at any other ballpark, that's a grand slam. Every single one of them.
Runners on first and second. To the lefty, Javar Williams. He shows bunt, taps it down the third base line. Maloney charges. He scoops it up. Doesn't make a play. Agosta says that's a fair ball. Maloney doesn't even throw to first. He's in shock.
Just a poor decision to field that ball from Maddox and Maloney. It was a gorgeous bunt, but you're right, Gino, it was going foul, and if Maddox, although he was charging, he thought he fielded the ball in foul territory, but his body was in, and it had not taken a first bounce foul.
So now back to the bases loaded for Orleans. Here's Michael Crossland in the 9 spot from the right side. First pitch. Down the middle with the fastball, clocking in at 89. 0-1 the count to Crossland, who has a fly out today. Windmills the bat over his right shoulder. The 0-1. Fouled straight back.
This is where you see the mental toughness of Olin Johnson right here. Gave up a bomb to center. Thankfully, Brini had his back to make a nice play. Then the bunt hit that he kind of looked at Maloney, and I read his lips. He said, why? What are you thinking there? So not all of this his fault with the bases loaded again. A chance here with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Low and away. Squirts out of the mitt of Wells. Scurries a couple of feet up the first base line to scoop it up. And he stares down Myatt, who's on third. Says, don't even think about it.
This is the pitch, though, for Olin Johnson that he's been looking for this summer. He got it earlier in this inning in the Kucherak strikeout. Needs the swing and miss stuff.
The 2-strike pitch from Johnson. This is low. 91 that time.
So after he was ahead 0-2, 2 waste pitches in the dirt there, the count's even. You got to attack the strike zone here.
Johnson kicks and fires. Another low pitch and another fastball. 92 right outside in the dirt. Full count now to Crossland. Runners will be on the move. Bases loaded, bottom of the fourth. Mariners up by just one. Johnson trying to end this frame in the jam. He fires home, payoff pitch. He got him! Strike three. Johnson talking that talk as he struts off the mound, leaves the bases stranded, all three of them, and says, how you like that, to the Orleans crowd. Mariners still up 2-1 after the Firebirds had all the bases loaded, all the momentum. Olin Johnson sucking the life out of all of them and saying, I will take that right back. Mariners still up by one. We'll be back here at Eldridge Park on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home.
We've played 4 in Orleans. The Mariners lead the Firebirds 2-1. Olin Johnson, an inning-ending strikeout with the bases loaded. Harwich keeps the lead. Now it's time for the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 due up for the Mariners. That's Inouye, Marsh, and Nico Brini. The first call to the bullpen tonight comes from Kelly Nicholson. He brings in the left-hander D.C. Brown. Brown pitches collegiately at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Stands at 6'3", just a rising sophomore. So one of those guys that's local. They had to call into the Cape. A lefty-lefty matchup to start the 5th with Inouye. Brown a deep breath, a high kick, and comes home. First pitch swinging, strike one. Inouye reached at a pitch way outside the zone and in the dirt. 0-1.
I don't want to undersell that strikeout from Johnson. I mean, this is a Firebirds team that is never really out of a game. Have several come from behind victories this summer. Bases loaded, Johnson strikes him out.
0-1 to Inouye, a fastball right down Broadway. Shintaro didn't pull the trigger on that one. He's quickly behind 0-2. Top of the order due up next, 2-1 on the road, trying to win 4 in a row. We've entered the middle innings of this one. Brown working quick. The 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A drop third strike in the dirt. Duggar throws off the mask and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down in the 5th.
Shortstop from Liberty, number
so D.C. Brown, as an Orleans Firebird, has retired 5 batters and make that now 4 strikeouts. A kid from just a local, tiny Division III college, WPI, making his time worth it in the Cape. Top of the order up, here's Tanner Marsh. First offering to Marsh. A line drive towards right center field. That finds the gap. One hops into the alley. Marsh thinking about two. The center fielder, Williams, slides in to pick up the ball, and a one-out double for Marsh. The Mariners in business in the fifth.
It was only a matter of time, right, Luke? I mean, Tanner Marsh, back-to-back strikeouts for him today, but how does he get back into his hitting momentum? A double.
Got to think that it's just the fifth inning, Gino, but after Orleans was able to respond, get to Johnson a little bit, he stranded the bases loaded after giving up one run. If the Mariners can get, say that run back a couple more, you almost punch them right back in the mouth in the top of the fifth. Marsh at second, Breeny the batter, a lefty-lefty matchup with the new reliever DC Brown. Talked about Marsh's first hit today. Breeny 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout. Brown comes home. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from Duggar. There's going to be a play at third base, and Marsh is out. Cashiel Duggar blocked the ball off his sternum. Marsh was running from the jump, but Duggar, a fantastic play behind the plate, and the Firebirds stealing out in the fifth.
I don't love that. I don't love that play from Marsh. I like him being aggressive, but that ball scurried up the third base line, which is obviously where Marsh was going. That's an easier throw for Duggar to make.
Pitch was low in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Breeny pops one up towards left. Crossland was going back. He's now coming in and makes the play. So in a matter of just 2 pitches, 2 outs, the Mariners go down with just 3 batters. You could say in order. The Mariners still lead through 4.5. We'll be back for the home half of the fifth. It's 2-1 in Orleans.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add.
We welcome you into Orleans on a cloudy, rainy, and we hope dry for now night at Eldridge Park. The Mariners lead the Firebirds 2-1. Time for the home half of inning number 5. And the first pitching change tonight from Steve Englert and Harwich. It's going to be the left-hander Tyler Muscar relieving the starter Olin Johnson. I thought Johnson had really good stuff tonight, Gino. Not his best, but he battled with runners on, and he's protecting a lead.
Yeah, his third strikeout of the game. I don't want to jump the gun too much, but if the Mariners hang on, I think that strikeout might be the biggest moment of this game for the Mariners.
Muscar's dealing with the top of the order for the Firebirds. They're knocking on the door right now. Scored 1 in the 4th. The Mariners had a 2-0 lead since the first inning. So now Orleans on the board. First pitch fastball low and away. Anthony Potestio ahead 1-0.
And I have to clarify, if I didn't already, that third strikeout left the bases, all 3 of them, stranded for Orleans.
The 1-0. Ground ball to second. Inouye comes in, gloves it on 3 hops, flips to first. 1 down in the 5th. Now, I don't want to be premature and act like we're trying to talk this into existence, but it's getting very windy here, extremely dark, and there's a lot of rain coming in the forecast. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. You have to play 5 innings for a game to officially count in the Cape Cod Baseball League. So Muscar's job right now, Gino, is pretty straightforward. Go out there and get the next 2 batters out before the death cloud coming in on us right now approaches. First pitch to Garza, a fastball down the middle, 0-1.
I would have a hard time believing that they would just cancel this game for whatever reason. I think they would wait hours before. But you're right. You don't want to leave anything on the table.
There's no tarps at any of the fields in the Cape League. The 0-1. Jam shot foul over the Orleans dugout, 0-2. So as the wind increases, you can kind of feel that, not only see the cloud coming in, but feel the rain and wind and storm approaching. A lot of people on the Eldridge Park Hill down the right field line quickly packing their bags and hitting the road. 0-2 the count to Garza. The pitch way upstairs, 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. The Mariners up 2-1 at Eldridge Park on the road. You know, every game just means so much at this point in the summer. Harwich tied for first, but Orleans, they're only 3 points in of playoff position right now. They're 4th in the East.
Yeah.
Muscar set from the belt. He comes home. Pitch in the dirt low. The count's now 2-2. So after being ahead of Garza, 0-2, back-to-back pitches away. And Garza making this an at-bat. The count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Iquez on deck. Garza so far tonight, 1 hit in 2 attempts. It was a single to center in the first. Muscar set, the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, strike 3. Throw down to first on the drop, 3rd strike. In time on target. Quickly 2 down in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, not sure what Garza was swinging at there. I mean, that pitch was low the whole way. But hey, if you're the Mariners, you'll take it.
2 outs, nobody on. Elijah Iquez digs in as a right-handed hitter. This is Tyler Muscar's first opportunity to pitch in the Cape this summer as a Harwich Mariner. New guy on the team, and it feels like continue to bring these guys on, Gino. Whoever's coming in, well, they sure as heck have not been rusty. First pitch to Iquez. That ditches the plate, a changeup that dives low, 1-0. So a heads up to all the Mariner fans listening. Our equipment is not waterproof. Gino and I are, but we cannot stay live on the radio if rain does come and this game continues to play. We'll be back if they resume action. Before then, the 1-0. High fly ball, left center field. Brini coming over from center. Robbins talking to him. Brini runs all the way into left field and makes the catch for out number 3. That ball landed fully in Aiden Robbins' territory, but the speedster Brini, well, he's dictating traffic in the 5th. The Orleans Firebirds go in order. A nice first outing from Tyler Muscar puts him down 1-2-3. Harwich leads 2-1 after 5. You're listening to the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape
We are cruising in Orleans through 5 innings. The Mariners lead 2-1 over the Firebirds. Due up for Harwich. Well, some guys that Orleans might just not want to see. Robbins, Maloney, and Wells. That's 3, 4, and 5. All 3 of which have a hit tonight, but the man digging in to kick things off has been the difference tonight. A 2-run homer off the bat of Aiden Robbins has directed the Mariners into a 2-1 advantage on the road. Still extremely windy, a lot of dark clouds, rain expected to come in, but we play on for now at Eldridge Park. New pitcher for the Firebirds, it's Kai Lexus out of the bullpen. He comes home. Pitch low and away, Robbins ahead 1-0. So D.C. Brown came in for the starter Rab in the 5th. He struck out Inouye, gave up a double to Marsh, but then he was picked off at third base on a pitch in the dirt. 1-0 is a jam shot towards right center field. The right fielder Petestio comes in and makes the routine catch for the first out of the 6th. But after Brown went pretty much 1-2-3, only faced 3 batters, no damage done. Guess the veteran Kelly Nicholson goes to another arm, and Kai Lexus quickly retires Robbins. That brings up Maddox Maloney for a righty-righty matchup. Maloney so far tonight, 1 for 2. Singled in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Lexus working from the stretch, a true bullpen arm. He delivers the first pitch. Off the plate away, 1-0. Gino, what's your take on this weather?
Ooh.
Mix your fingers together, maybe make the money sign, kind of feel out what's going to happen tonight.
I'll wait for this next pitch.
1-0, outside.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of dark clouds that are coming over from the right field side, you can say, and moving left. Some wind, some gusts of wind, you're right. I'm feeling a little bit of sprinkles every once in a while.
2-0. Jam shot again towards right. Maloney pushes one the other way. Petestio charging. Back-to-back flyouts to Anthony Petestio in right field. And Kai Lexus has quickly retired 3 and 4 in the Harwich lineup. 2 outs, nobody on. Trey Wells digs in. So after the Mariners struck first, Orleans was striking in the 4th inning. They got 1 back, but Johnson able to leave the bases loaded. Everyone's kind of settling into this game. It almost kind of feels like a playoff game, Gino.
It's moving fast.
Very good pitching. First pitch to Wells. Swinging a foul. 0-1. Wells hitless so far tonight. 2 ground outs to short. Orleans a little bit similar to Harwich. Their offensive numbers stayed towards the bottom 3rd of the league, but they continue to stay over 500 for record, and their defense, you can see it tonight. It's excellent. 0-1 to Wells. Popped him up. An infield fly way upstairs. The third baseman Kucherak calls everybody off, makes the catch about 4 feet inside of the third base bag. 3 up, 3 down for the 4th consecutive inning. The Firebirds are cruising right now on the pitcher's mound and defensively. Harwich still leads 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 6th on the Mariners Radio Network.
Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you.
It has officially started to drizzle in Orleans. The Mariners lead the host Firebirds 2-1. We've played 5.5, bottom of the 6th coming up, and it's 4, 5, and 6. 2 up for the Firebirds. That's Myatt, Kucherak, and Duggar. Staying on the rubber, the first man out of relief, Tyler Musker. Just his second inning of action tonight, his second on the Cape so far this summer. A nice start to his debut in the CCBL. He put the Firebirds down in order, and that's the top of the order too, Gino.
Yeah, it was nice stuff from him.
First pitch to Myatt. A jam shot over Inoue's head at second, and it falls into right field for a base hit. A well-executed fastball in on Myatt. And he is more than strong. Just muscles it to the pole side for a leadoff knock.
Here's Steve Englert out of the dugout.
He's going to the bullpen. And you know what this is, Gino. As the rain officially starts to turn into raindrops rather than sprinkles, the crowd's hitting the exits. It's only getting darker. And Musker has not given Steve Englert any real reason to take him out. This is just to buy another 4 minutes and pray to God that it starts storming here in Orleans. Remember, the new rules in the Cape Cod Baseball League, if you play 5 innings, the game is done, no matter where you are. Bristol Carter in the dugout looking over here. He knows what everyone's thinking. Harwich is on the verge of winning 4 in a row. And tonight it might not be 14 hits. It may not be a dozen runs. It could just be the man upstairs saying this game is all over. So a leadoff base runner. And the new arm coming in for Harwich is Scott Doran. The right-hander out of Coastal Carolina has a 4.26 ERA so far this summer. We'll step aside and let him warm up. If we don't come back, just a heads up, it's because the rain has started pouring on top of our equipment. We sincerely apologize. Keep an eye on our social medias tonight for any score updates, because if the game goes on during the rain, we will still keep you updated with live tweets and any other important Mariner information. We'll be right back on the Mariners Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed.
Welcome back to Orleans. Harwich, a 2-1 lead. Pitching change for the Mariners, their second tonight. It's the right-hander Scott Doran. He's up against Ryan Kucherak. First offering. Pitch low and away, 1-0. On first base is Myatt after his base hit to right field that started this frame. That ended Tyler Muscar's first outing of the summer. He went 1 inning, 1 hit. No runs so far, but responsible for the man at first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Doran has come into a couple ball games already this summer, a 4.26 ERA, a 6'5" right-hander out of Coastal Carolina, For him, it's just been all about control, Gino. He's walked a few too many. 1-1. Breaking ball drips right into the zone. Kucherak did not offer 1-2.
It's a nice pitch right there.
He looks at the wristband, gets the signal on the pitch comm. 1 on, nobody out. The Mariners up by 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Kucherak looking to protect. The 2-strike pitch. Got him on the outside corner. Kucherak did not offer on back-to-back beauties of curveballs. And there's now 1 out in the 6th.
From UCLA, number 38, Cashel Duggar.
What a fantastic way to come into this game. So Muscar records the first out of the 6. Myatt stays at first. Here's Cashel Duggar, the left-handed hitting catcher at a UCLA. First offering. Down the middle with another curve. That 75-mile-an-hour curveball is working right now for Doran.
That curveball is nasty, Luke. 12-6, just beautiful.
Doran set. The 0-1. A little bit inside with the fastball, 1-1. I would say it's a little bit of a drizzle combined with a few heavier raindrops right now. You can feel that as we progress into this night, it's only going to get worse. It's getting extremely dark here. The 1-1. Fastball nails the bottom part of the strike zone. Doran ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Don't want to jump the gun on anything, but starting to feel a little bit like a save situation right here. Bottom of the 6th, the game counts as full if you play 5. Doran, 2-strike pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Duggar barely caught a piece of that curveball. This rainy night has turned dark clouds now down the right field line over the school here in Orleans into a purple pinkish mix into the night sky. Cape Cod simply does not disappoint, Gino. It can be rainy, it can be gross, but what a view.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Another 1-2. Struck him out on the outside corner. That curveball is magic right now from Scott Doran. Back-to-back Ks since coming into this game with 1 on and nobody out. And now he's 1 out away from keeping a Mariner lead in the 6th.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to be corny, the only thing that's prettier than that pink sky is that curveball from Doran. I mean, that is lethal.
So here's Dawson Bryce. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch. Fastball on the upper inside corner, called strike 1. Bryce a hit, stolen base, and an RBI so far tonight. Myatt still at first after a leadoff base knock. Doran feeling it right now. A couple deep breaths, the 0-1, runner goes. Pitch is fouled off over the Orleans dugout down the right field line. Myatt at first base got a fantastic jump, but Bryce swinging at a pitch low at his shins didn't help him out one bit. The count's now no balls and 2 strikes. Mariners up 2-1, 1 on and 2 out in the home half of inning number 6. A windy, rainy, wet, muggy night at Eldridge Park in Orleans, but the Mariners can smell 4 in a row. Doran comes home, 2-strike pitch in the dirt, 1-2. It's been the fastball and the curveball. That's all we've seen from Scott Doran so far. Fastball at 92, the curve all the way down to 76. The count's 1-2 to Bryce. Doran working from the stretch. Runner goes, bouncing ball to third. Maloney plays to second for the 3rd out of the frame. And the Mariners get out of the 6th after a leadoff hit. Scott Doran comes in and shuts the door. They lead 2-1. We head to inning number 7 in Orleans on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide.
Welcome back to Orleans. We've played 6 innings. The Mariners lead the Firebirds 2-1. The fourth pitcher coming into the game tonight for Orleans, it's Billy Morris. The right-hander out of Deauville. Comes in after Kai Alexis posted a 1-2-3 6th. It's 6, 7, and 8 due up for Harwich.
Coach, can somebody tell that person out in right field to turn their lights off?
And the home plate umpire, Thomas Augusta, has called time because a car in right field has its high beam brights on in the parking lot. And I'm not sure if he thinks he has a radio signal to just teleport into that car, but there's no way that they're aware right now that we're waiting on them. So as we wait for a fan to take their time and go tell them to turn them off, which they just flipped off.
Look at that.
We're ready to play. So Billy Morris toes the rubber. He's dealing with the bottom of the Mariner order. First pitch to Coonan. Fastball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Harwich tonight had a 2-run Aiden Robbins home run in the top of the first, have not scored since. Just 2 hits since the first inning. The 0-1 is spoiled foul. Coonan quickly behind 0-2. Gino, you said in the break you think that this storm might miss us.
I just feel like it's, one of those things where it's like it looks bad, but it's not going to hit.
0-2, swing and a miss. Cashiel Duggar dropped it, then tags Coonan out. A 3-pitch strikeout to start the 7th. Morris fans Coonan.
First baseman from Boston College.
Like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, the sky looks really bad. And it is. And there's dark, heavy clouds forming over top of us. But I don't know. The rain has died down a little bit. I no longer feel sprinkles.
Here's Kyle Wolf. First offering, swing and a miss, strike 1. Wolf so far tonight 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out. Harwich trying to get something going. You talk about the strategy where if a storm is coming in, that only applies to your pitchers and your defense. Fastball down the middle, Wolf behind 0-2. For your offense, it's the same story. Go out there and post a big number. Get runners on, make these guys work. Everybody knows that takes time. Morris working quick, the 0-2 in the dirt. Wolf laid off, 1-2. Stadium lights are in full effect now as a dark night gets gloomier in Orleans. The 1-2. Swinging a chopper down the third base line. That's a fair ball, and it sneaks past Kucherak at third. Wolf makes the turn. He's headed for 2. The throw comes in to the cutoff man way late, and Kyle Wolf dribbles one down the third base line. It gets away from Kucherak, and a double for the Mariners with 1 out in the 7th.
The designated hitter from Washington, number 14, Sam DiCarlo.
That'll bring up DiCarlo with a runner in scoring position. DeCarlo's 1 for 2 tonight. He doubled in the second.
Wolf with his second double this summer. You're right, it just kind of sneaked past Kucherak over at third. And that gave Wolf enough time to put on the Jets and take off for second.
Before Wolf's hit, 12 of the last 13 Mariners had been retired. First pitch to DeCarlo, a check swing. He went around on a high fastball, 0-1. Shintaro Inoue, the man on deck, just signaled to us that Billy Morris throws a knuckleball.
Yeah.
And Kyle Wolf said to us when he was on deck, watch this kid pitch. He throws every pitch in the book. I don't know what they're teaching these guys at DeUville, but I guess it's a lengthy pitch arsenal. 0-1 count to DeCarlo, runner in scoring position, 1 out. Hanger, spoiled away foul, 0-2. Orleans will play Wide E tomorrow. Harwich plays Wide E on Sunday. The Mariners will go to Brewster tomorrow. So after playing Chatham last night and then Orleans tonight, they play the bottom 2 teams in the East, Harwich does. And then Saturday, Sunday, the top 2 teams. Chance to gain some separation tonight. Wolf at second, the pitch in the dirt. DeCarlo takes the first ball of the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. All the photographers here packing up their cameras, trying to avoid the rain. Plenty of fans still down the right field line in the patented lawn section where you bring your chair, your blanket. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, gloved by the shortstop Iquez. Sidearm throw in time. Out number 2. In the process of fielding the ball, he looked back Wolf at second base. He doesn't go anywhere. So now 2 outs, Wolf stays at second, and an opportunity for the 9th hitter in the Harwich lineup, Shintaro Inoue.
I think this is going to miss us, Luke. I really do. I can hear Mother Nature telling me, you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Well, the nature whisperer of Cape Cod, Gino Antamarino, strikes again. 2 outs, Wolf at second. Inoue an opportunity to double the Mariner lead with a base hit right now. First pitch. He foul tips one right into the dirt. 0-1. Our producer Dave Roberts is saying that Gino might be right for a change.
Come on. Let's go.
Don't jump the gun yet.
Maybe if sports don't work out, I can get into meteorology or something.
Something like that. Inoue. 0-1. Chopper foul. He's behind 0-2. Billy Morris has done a fantastic job in this inning of getting ahead. He was ahead of Kunin 0-2, struck him out on 3 pitches. Ahead of Wolf 0-2 before the double. He was ahead of DeCarlo 0-2. Now make that the 4th straight batter. 0-2 count to Shintaro Inoue. The 2-strike pitch. Swinging a foul at the plate. Shinny just caught a piece of a hanging knuckleball. That was the knuckler there.
I love how Inoue always wears his expression, right? There's some guys that you can never know what they're thinking or what's going through their minds. And Inoue is always so expressive with his facial features and smiling, putting his head back.
He's trying to protect. Another 0-2 pitch. Chopped at the plate foul. Shinny is grinding in the 7th. Wolf at second base, 2 outs. The Mariners up 2-1 over the Orleans Firebirds. The end of the year, the 32nd game of a 40-game Cape League summer. No matter where we are, you can just feel the intensity night in and night out at this point. 0-2. He pushes one up the middle. Iquez is charging. He lost it at short. And that goes into the hole at shortstop. So an error, Inoue will take first base. Wolf goes to third. He stayed at third wisely. And the lineup turns over with 2 outs and the runners on the corners for Tanner Marsh.
I think that was just a matter of the ball getting wet with the conditions right now. It's wet grass, wet dirt. And as Iquez went to put his bare hand into his mitt to pull the ball out, the ball just slipped out of his glove and went haywire.
So Kelly Nicholson comes out of the Orleans dugout. He claps his hands twice to Billy Morris, then grabs the baseball, and his day is done. we will see a fifth pitcher now still in the seventh inning of a 2-1 game in Orleans. You think these guys don't care about the win-loss in summer ball? Well, check out the numbers. The Mariners have 2 on with 2 out, trying to extend their lead in the top of the seventh. We'll be back with a new pitcher on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because
welcome back to Orleans. Top of the seventh, the Mariners up 2-1 over the host Firebirds, but an opportunity to extend the lead in the top of the seventh. Kyle Wolf had a 1-out double in this inning. And then in a 2-out situation, Shintaro Inoue, with good base running down the first base line, forced an error from the shortstop Elijah Iquez. He takes first. Wolf moves to third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Harwich. Kelly Nicholson goes to the bullpen and brings in Mason Cook, the rising senior out of Auburn. He's dealing with Marsh and the top of the Mariner order in a massive spot in the top of the seventh. He's set on the rubber, a deep breath, and comes home. First pitch. Slider low and away. Marsh let it be, 1-0. Marsh so far tonight, well, he started the game with back-to-back strikeouts in the first and second inning. Since then, doubled in the fifth. A double right now could blow this game open. Righty-righty matchup, the 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Gino, what do you think of all these pitching changes? We're now on the 5th arm tonight for Orleans after the starter went 4 innings. You look at the scoreboard, Harwich only has 2 runs, so it's not like these guys have had trouble. It's just mixing and matching from Kelly Nicholson.
Yeah, Orleans went through 6 pitchers yesterday against Wareham, too.
Using everybody, trying to get wins. It's worked so far. The 1-1. Right down the middle with a curveball. Marsh didn't like it. He's now behind 1-2. Inoue at first, Wolf at third. The crowd still into this game. Still a little bit of sprinkles here on a dark, wet night at Eldridge Park. Marsh looking to protect. The 1-2, he checked his swing on a pitch in the dirt. No appeal, 2-2. With the crowd dying out here and some nervous silence, you can hear the Mariner dugout cheering on their leadoff man, Marsh. Cook comes home, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Had Marsh reaching at a fastball way outside the zone, his 3rd K of the night. And Mason Cook comes in a high leverage spot and shuts the door on Harwich. It's 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 7th in Orleans.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish.
Home half of the 7th here at Eldridge Park. The Mariners up by just one. Welcome you back here on the Mariners Radio Network. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 8-9-1 due up for the Firebirds. Javar Williams leading things off with Michael Crossland on deck. Anthony Potestio in the hole as the order would turn over. Williams so far today has reached one off of a bunt down the third base line. That was his last plate appearance. He gets it from the left side. Scott Doran on the mound in his second inning of work. The right-hander fires home. This is a little bit low. Luke, you described this atmosphere here in Orleans as eerie. And that's perfectly described. Dark clouds. It's 1-0. Outside with the fastball. A gust of wind, as you can hear on our microphones, blowing from the right side of the ballpark to left. Here's the 2-0. This is inside at the waist, so right now Doran having a little bit of trouble locating the zone. Did not have any issues locating the zone when he came in the last frame. Struck out 2 and grounded out the third. Here's the 3-0. That one finds the inner edge for strike 1.
This is when summer ball gets really fun for everybody because the games hold magnitude. The bench is into it. Both teams, every single player up against the railing of the dugout.
Everybody getting into it here at Eldridge Park. The 3-1. Curveball hits the outer edge. Strike 2. All the way down to 77 from Doran.
You can really mix it up.
Doran trying to put away Williams. Payoff pitch. Spiked foul. First base side. Now the rain's starting to come down here. Some sprinkles, but we'll be all right. My computer might not be, but that's all right.
Is it?
We'll see. Payoff pitch. Same spot the foul ball went from the last foul. Right over towards that Orleans dugout. So Williams stays alive with a 3-2 count, no outs. Bottom of the 7th. The 3-2. This one is flared down the left field line. Aiden Robbins hustling over and makes the grab. A nice catch from Robbins on the run. And there's one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Unbelievable job from Doran in that at-bat. He was behind 3-0 and battled it back to 3-2. Williams spoiled off strike after strike, and Doran kept attacking.
You're right. Pinch hitter for the Firebirds, it's Kyle Johnson. Played against the Mariners last time these two teams went at it. Kyle Johnson, the right-hander, gets set for the first pitch. Here it comes. This is low. Johnson, a rising junior out of Virginia, 6'1", 210 pounds. In his 14th game this summer, batting a 100 average. Here's the 1-0. Curveball right down the middle for strike 1.
Rain's really starting to come down now.
The 1-1. This one is flared down the right field line. Wolf was hustling over from first in foul territory to try and scoop it up, but that ball dropped faster than he could get over. Look at that. Good guy, Kyle, as he hands the ball off to a fan underneath the fence.
He went out of his way to dig the ball underneath the fence. Some youngster is very excited about that.
Doran trying to put away Johnson. The 2-strike pitch. Down the middle, strike 3. Another curveball from Scott Doran, 78 miles per hour. And Johnson's body took a screenshot, just stared at it the whole way, right in to Trey Wells' mitt. There's 2 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Scott Doran is dealing right now. That's his 3rd strikeout. All 3 have been looking.
Back to the top of the order, Anthony Potestio, first pitch in the dirt. But you're right, that curveball has rung up Kucherak, Duggar, and Johnson. From the left side, Potestio, here's the 1-0. Strike 1, down the middle.
Everybody's been worried about the rain. Is this game going to go on? And Scott Doran has taken the ball from Steve Englert, gone out there and dominated in the later innings.
Between that fastball and curveball, the 1-1. Fastball that time that Potestio made contact with, but drilled it foul, first base side. So Doran's fastball clocks in right around 88, 89. But that curveball all the way down into the mid to high 70s. Here's the 2-strike pitch from Doran. This one's lined into shallow right, and Jake Coonan comes charging in and makes the chest-high grab. Out number 3. Mariners still up by 1 here at Eldridge Park. The rain is coming and going, but the Mariners' lead remains constant. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it. Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0%.
We head to the 8th here at Eldridge Park in Orleans. Mariners up 2-1 over the Firebirds in search of their first win over the Firebirds this summer. 2-3-4 due up for Harwich. One thing's for certain. This Firebirds team, you give them an opening, they're going to try and come back. So the Mariners right now trying to add some insurance. Nico Brini leading things off from the left side. Here's the first pitch. Skied foul, straight back and out of play. The rain really starting to come down here, so I'm going to close up my computer. We're posted up outside right over by the third base line.
Here we go, Gino. It's starting to pour.
It's starting to come down a little bit, but we play on. The 0-1 to Brini. Outside. Mason Cook in his second inning of work. The Auburn product. Stares down Brini. Already with the strikeout in today's game. Here's the 1-1. Outside. Off speed, right at 83. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brini. He's got a double today and a run. He was brought home in the first courtesy of Aiden Robbins. A home run. It's the only 2 runs of the day for the Mariners. The 2-1 check swing, appeal down the third base line. Brini went around.
Got to give credit to all the pitchers tonight. There's been a lot of them dealing with some wet conditions that can always be difficult, and there's yet to been a run sacrificed while it's been raining.
5th pitcher of the day for the Firebirds. Cook fires home the 2-2. Brini drills this one high into the air, third base side. Kucherak charges, hauls it in, and throws him out at first. So there's 1 away in the top of the 8th. Out comes Aiden Robbins.
Left fielder from Texas, number 24,
Took some practice swings on the on-deck circle. Looked over at us. Gave a nod. As he dries the lumber off right now with his pant leg. Rain has been coming and going here at Eldridge Park. Hasn't really been pouring, but drizzling. First pitch to the righty Robbins. He has to jump back to avoid getting hit by a 79-mile-per-hour breaking ball. That dripped right inside at the elbows of Robbins. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. No base runners for Robbins. 1-0. Lined into left, down for a hit. Aiden Robbins did exactly what he motioned to us before stepping up to the plate, and that was get on.
He is slashing the ball right now. I took a look at Robbins as he flipped his bat. I mean, it was a no-doubt base hit. It was already in left before he even started running. It was hit so hard. Just kind of flipped his bat a little bit, a little pep in his step. You can tell he's feeling it right now.
Here's Maddox Maloney from the right side with Robbins leading off of first. First offering to Maloney. Stares at a fastball down the middle for strike 1.
At that stage in the game where, yes, the Mariners are leading, you're still biting your nails every time they're pitching with a 1-run lead. You can get another one here, you take 2, you can really change this game.
The 0-1 from Cook. Swing and a miss. That fastball came in at 91 that time. Maloney was behind. Now behind in the count as well, 0-2. With an out in the top of the 8th. Robbins on first after a liner into left. The 0-2. Low and away. Another 91-mile-per-hour fastball. Trey Wells on deck. Cook readies the glove at the belt. Here's the 1-2. Lined up the middle over the head of the shortstop, Iquez, and down for a base hit. That puts runners on first and second. Second single of the day for Maddox Maloney. And here comes Trey Wells. He's reached once today off of a fielder's choice, but Steve Englert calls him Grunk after Rob Gronkowski, the tight end for the Patriots as well as the Buccaneers. And he's got that build, 6'5", and he is strong as an ox. Kelly Nicholson out from the Firebirds dugout. He comes out to the mound. Firebirds already up to 5 pitchers today. Yesterday against Wareham, Orleans went through 6 arms. Kelly Nicholson in his 19th season as the manager. And so Cook's day is over. Nicholson not letting his pitchers go very long. The longest anyone has gone on the mound for the Firebirds was JT Rabb. He was the starting pitcher, went 4 innings. But after that, no one has gone longer than an inning. Nicholson trying to keep his guys fresh. Down by just 1. We'll take a quick step aside. We'll have the new arm for you when we come back. Runners on first and second for the Mariners. Trey Wells up to bat with 1 out in the top of the 8th. This is when the game's going to start to get even better. You won't want to miss it. Stick around on the Mariners Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to...
New man on the mound for the Firebirds, it's Ryan Oshinsky. Out of Brown University, a 2.87 ERA in his 11th appearance on the mound this summer. Coming in a big spot for his Firebirds. Runners on first and second for the Mariners with Maloney on first, Robbins on second. 1 out, top of the 8th. Trey Wells up to bat from the right side. Righty on righty, first pitch. Wells foul tips.
You can tell that Wells really putting that front foot down and stepping into every pitch. It's just his style of hitting. Just contorts his entire body and really shoots his hip at the baseball.
Wells at 6'5", 230 pounds. Uses that strength. Here's the 0-1. Fouled straight back. Right into the low abdomen of Duggar. He stands up, swipes the ball over towards the dugout for the Firebirds. So a new ball dealt to the mound. 0-2 the count to Wells. A night here in Orleans where it's been raining, not raining, drizzling, not drizzling, windy, not windy. It's been very inconsistent. Here's the 0-2 to Wells. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. And out comes Jake Coonan. Maloney still on first. Robbins on second. Jake Coonan taps home plate with his bat. Now gets set from the right side. First pitch. Swing and a miss.
This could be that time. We talked about Jake Coonan working his way out of a slump recently, Gino. Think you find a gap here, you put one over the wall. He might just be back.
0-1. Skips in the dirt. Gets away from Duggar. That advances both runners for the Mariners 90 feet. 2 now in scoring position.
Base hit could flip this game on its head right now.
Mariners up 2-1 in the top of the 8th. Both of those runs by the Mariners came in the first. A 2-run homer from Aiden Robbins. Back-to-back games, he's got a dinger. Here's the 1-1 to Kunin. This is low.
First base is open, but I don't know if I'd want to deal with Kyle Wolf on deck. He already has a double tonight.
Kyle Wolf smiling. He's ready to go, and so is Kunin. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Swung at ball 3. Pitch way outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Kunin.
When you talked to him just a couple nights ago at Bourne, he said, I need to stay more patient on the off-speed pitch. He chased one there.
Oshinsky trying to leave 2 stranded in scoring position for the Mariners. The 2-strike pitch. Low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Unbelievable block from Duggar behind the plate. Could have scored a run.
Duggar lunging from left to right, knocking it down with his chest. Kunin has a great eye. Draws a lot of walks. Among the top on the team in that department. Payoff pitch to Kunin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Mariners had some daylight. 2 in scoring position, only up by 1. They could have used a couple of insurance runs, but we'll just have to make sure their defense stays locked in. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Harwich up 2-1 over Orleans here at Eldridge Park. We'll send it to break, and we'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it.
Time now for the bottom of the 8th here at Eldridge Park in Orleans. We welcome you back on the Mariners Radio Network alongside Luke Brenneman. I'm Gino Antamarino. The Firebirds faithful wanting to see a come-from-behind victory. The Mariners went up by 2 in the first and haven't really looked back. The Firebirds plated 1 in the 4th, but has since been a defensive and pitching masterclass. Scott Dorn back on the mound. The right-hander faces off against the righty Garza. First pitch just misses outside.
This may just be the coming out party for Scott Dorn. So many talented arms in this Mariners staff, but he hasn't really had his moment yet or his wonderful outing. He is well on his way right now.
1-0. Curveball down the middle for strike 1. Dorn in his 3rd inning of work, already up to 3 strikeouts, has not given up a hit yet. 1-1 the count to Garza. He's got 1 hit today. The pitch outside. Doran picking between his fastball or curveball. That change of velocities between the 2 pitches, his fastball coming in at around high 80s, 90, curveball in the mid-70s. 2-1 outside.
Gotta attack, gotta throw strikes. Orleans lineup, just 5 hits tonight. Don't want to give anyone a free base, especially at this part of this game.
Dorn stares down Garza. The 3-1. Foul tip straight back. A nice pitch that time from Doran off the curveball. Garza got a piece, but couldn't drive it forward. 3-2 the count with no outs. Mariners up 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Orleans trying to rally back. The Mariners trying to hang on and secure their first win over the Firebirds this summer. Garza crosses home plate with his bat. Now dangles it over his right shoulder. Scott Doran stares down at his left wrist, now over towards the Mariner dugout.
Gotta hurry. Pitch clock at 5.
Doran ready. Takes a deep breath. Payoff pitch. Line through the left side, a base hit. Maddox Maloney went sprawling, but couldn't haul it in. It was a hard hit ball, and Garza reaches off of a single to left.
See if Steve Englert goes to another arm. Doran's had really good stuff. That ball was crushed. This is the toughest part in the lineup. This is one of those games, Gino. Who's going to blink first? Both teams are one big hit away.
This is a tough part of the order for the Firebirds. Garza with his second hit today. Iquez still looking for his first hit. From the right side, he shows bunt. Pitch, it's the outer edge for strike one. Wells thought about throwing down to first, but Garza gets back in time. So no throw to Kyle Wolf, the first baseman for the Mariners. Righty on righty. Doran, snap throw back to first. Garza back with his right hand.
Garza's only stolen one base this summer.
Iquez up to bat in his 29th game as a Firebird. Here's the 0-1. Shows bunt again. Taps it straight up, and it drops down the first base line. Wells sprung up from behind home plate, but it dropped a few feet in front of him. 0-2 the count to Iquez. Leads the team in hits with 28. One of the top bats for this Orleans team. 9 extra base hits, 14 RBIs. Here's the 0-2. Lined foul, first base side. Iquez, a rising junior from Hawaii.
Steve Englert showing a lot of trust in Doran. He's had very good stuff tonight, but so many fresh arms in that bullpen. He's only on his third pitcher tonight. Orleans has used 6.
Doran trying to put him away. The 0-2, he got him. Strike 3. And Kelly Nicholson from the Firebirds dugout is yelling out to Thomas Agosta, saying the ball hit the dirt. Nicholson looking down to first. Vicky Garcia over at first. But it's not going to matter. The fight that Nicholson put up, the umpire's calming it down. So a strikeout from Scott Doran, his 4th of the day. There's one away, bottom of the 8th, with Garza on first. Iquez back to the dugout after the strikeout. Here's Tyler Myatt from the left side. First pitch. Inside at the knees.
We're at that point where every at-bat the rest of the way is the biggest at-bat of the game. But Myatt, a little extra. He had a 420-foot flyout to start the game. Since then, 2 hits, has an RBI. He's swinging a hot bat.
1-0. Swing and a miss. 75 curveball.
And this isn't one of those guys that if he runs into one, it's finding a gap. He hit a 470-foot homer last night in his first Cape League game.
Snap throw back to first. Garza back diving. Myatt in just his 2nd game on the Cape. The 1-1. Just misses low and outside.
It's right there.
this past year for Myatt at Walters State. Had 31 home runs. So you talk about a guy that can really put some oomph in his swing. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Flared foul over the Mariner dugout and out of play. 2-2 the count. Scott Doran in search of his 5th strikeout and back-to-back punch-outs. Garza on first. Mariners up 2-1, trying to protect this lead. The 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw down to second. He got him! A double play for the Mariners. A strike him out, throw him out by Harwich. The Mariners still in the driver's seat heading into the 9th. Wow! Doran with his 5th strikeout, and Trey Wells with the hose down to second. Tagging out Garza, and the Mariners up 2-1 heading into the 9th. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer.
Bring it back.
Welcome back to Orleans, a nail-biter at Eldridge Park. The Mariners 2, the Firebirds 1. It's time for inning number 9 on the Mariners Radio Network. Kyle Wolf, the batter. A matchup with Ryan Oshinsky. First offering. Swinging a liner right at the first baseman, snagged out of the air from Dawson Bryce, 1 out. Just a reminder that this broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. So 1 down in the top of the 9th, the Mariners sporting a 1-run advantage on the road, trying to win their 4th straight ball game. This game has been filled with pitching changes, dueling staves, and fantastic defense on both sides. The Mariners up by 1. First pitch to Sam DiCarlo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ryan Oshinsky is the 6th arm tonight for Orleans. Not a single reliever has given up a run. There's been 5 of them. The 0-1 misses a little bit off the outside lower corner. DiCarlo able to get it back to 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Orleans has been knocking on the door, but a strike him out, throw him out to end the 8th inning. With the catcher Wells and the pitcher Doran had the Mariner bench fired up. The 1-1 is a fastball low to DiCarlo. He gets ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. DiCarlo hitting 8th tonight. Had a double in the 2nd. He's 1 for 3. Inouye on deck. The 2-1. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Now, I know I said it at the start of the inning, Gino, but D.C. Brown, Kai Lexus, Billy Morris, Mason Cook, now Ryan Oshinsky has gone an inning. Not a single one of these Firebird relievers have blinked against a Mariner lineup that has 28 hits their last 2 games.
Yeah. It's pretty remarkable stuff.
came in with 28 hits their last 14 innings of baseball and are trying to win a game the Mariner style tonight. The 2-2 just off the plate away, a borderline strike, but DeCarlo laid off. The count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, Shinny on deck. The Mariners up by 1 in the top of the 9th. 1 out, nobody on. The payoff pitch. Same spot, same leave, ball 4, DeCarlo, a nice at-bat. He takes first base, a 1-out walk, and 9th inning base runner for Harwich.
You know, if you're the Mariners, you would like to get at least 1 here for insurance. You're up by 1, but this Firebirds team, man, they can walk it off. They've got the talent to do so.
Absolutely. And they have the home crowd behind them. That's just the second walk tonight from a Mariner. Orleans throwing nothing but strikes. Runner goes, swing and a miss to Inoue. No throw down to second, and DeCarlo's in scoring position. The pitch was in the dirt, and it makes you wonder, with Inoue's discipline at the plate, was that just a decoy swing? And it certainly threw off Cash-Hill Duggar. DeCarlo takes second, an 0-1 count to Shinny. Oshinsky comes home. Misses low, 1-1. How about that aggressiveness on the bases there? No doubt about it, DeCarlo running on the first pitch. Shinny looking for another 9th inning hit, the 1-1. Inside at the ankles, 2-1.
You know,
Top of the order on deck.
It's that type of aggression. You talk about the base running from DeCarlo that's going to win you this game. You don't want to do anything too risky, but if it's 50-50, you gotta take some risk.
The 2-1. Popped up towards foul territory down the left field line. That escapes the field of play. Sigh of relief for Harwich. Inoue grinding now in a 2-2 count. Shinny so far tonight has walked, struck out, and reached on an error. Done just about everything besides get a base hit. What a time it would be in the top of the 9th. The 2-2. Struck him out on a curveball down the middle. A beauty from Ryan Oshinsky, his 3rd strikeout. He's only seen 5 batters. And the Firebirds stay hot on the rubber. 2 outs in the 9th.
As the order turns back over, it's Tanner Marsh. Has struck out 3 times today. But he's got that double back in the 5th. I'm expecting big things from him.
A playoff energy in the air here at Eldridge Park. Top of the order up, first pitch to Marsh. Check swing, he went around. Pitch was in the dirt, 0-1. Outside of his 3 strikeouts, Marsh did double in the 5th. Oshinsky looks back to second, comes home. The 0-1, fastball low, 1-1. What a spot this could be for a Mariner to break through and double the lead in the 9th. Scott Dorn has now gone 3 scoreless innings from Harwich out of the bullpen. Will he go out for another in the 9th? The 1-1, swing and a miss. Marsh behind 1-2. So Marsh now in a 2-strike count. Oshinsky trying to strand DeCarlo after a 1-out walk and stolen base. Harwich up 2-1 in the top of the 9th. Oshinsky comes home. The 2-strike pitch. A little bit up high, 2-2.
Good eye from Marsh that time.
Bring me on deck if we get there. He has a double tonight. Marsh has been that guy, cementing himself as the leadoff hitter in Harwich. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The fastball right at the letters fans Marsh. And the Mariners leave one in scoring position in the 9th. We head to the home half. Harwich 2, Orleans 1. A nail-biter on the road, trying to win 4 in a row when we come back on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it,
Bottom of the ninth. This is when it counts. The Mariners 2, the Firebirds 1. And after 3 scoreless innings from Scott Doran, Steve Englert makes a pitching change and goes to the closer, Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the only Mariner pitcher to make the All-Star team 2 weeks ago in YD. And for good reason. He's gone 14 1/3 this year, given up just 2 runs, struck out 14. Gino, what a spot this is for C-Rod.
What a spot it is for him, but also this Mariner defense. You know, we were cracking up right before we got back on the air, Luke, and said this is the old style of the Mariners. And by old style, we mean, you know, what they were doing at the start of the summer, and that was you just score a couple and you just shut down defensively. So we'll see if the Mariners can close it out.
5, 6, and 7 due up for Orleans. Robbie Levy comes in off the bench to pinch hit for Ryan Kucherak to start the frame. Back-to-back run rule wins for the Mariners. They haven't played a game like this, and it feels like weeks. First pitch to Levy. A fastball just off the plate away. 1-0. Levy, a pinch hitter, hits from the left side. The infield shifted towards the first base line, expecting him to pull. Kyle Wolf is right behind the first base bag. Rodriguez comes home, the 1-0. In the dirt inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Harwich scored 2 runs in the top of the first on an Aiden Robbins home run. They have not scored since. 8 hits for 2. Orleans 6 hits for 1. The 2-0. Off the plate away. 3 consecutive balls to start the 9th. And Levy is ahead 3-0. Rodriguez trying to find the zone. A pause, a massive deep breath. He's working from the windup. The pitch, spiked in the dirt. A 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the 9th. Here come the Firebirds.
Trey Wells from behind home plate puts his hand on Rodriguez's back. Just talking some words of encouragement. Rodriguez, after giving up that 4th ball, nodded his head, said, okay, all right. I'm ready to go.
Pitch running for the Firebirds from the University of Pittsburgh, number 23, Kai Wagner.
Kai Wagner comes in to pinch run at first base. Robbie Levy pinch hit for Kucherak. Now Wagner at first. Nobody out, the bottom of the 9th. Harwich 2, Orleans 1. The batter is Cash Hill Duggar. First pitch, he shows bunt, fastball high, rips away the bunt, 1-0. Rodriguez can't find the zone right now. That's now 5 consecutive balls. Looks like they're going to ask Duggar to try and advance Wagner into scoring position after the leadoff walk. Righty v lefty matchup, the 1-0. Bunt is down, and it's a beauty. Wells tries to go to second. He throws it into center. Wagner tripped on his way to third. He goes back to second. Just simply not the right play to try and get the lead runner there. First and second, nobody out. Duggar does his job and some. The Firebirds are striking in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, it was just a rush throw, and obviously it has to be because you don't have much time. I mean, there was an excellent bunt from Duggar. I mean, just planted it. And Wells came up. He wanted to be aggressive, wanted to get the lead man, and just overshot Marsh, who also looked like he was not ready for that throw to come his way, Luke.
Out comes the pitching coach, Hunter Dilworth. The entire infield collapses on the pitching mound. The Mariners are up by 1, but the Firebirds have first and second with nobody out. Back to that throw from Wells. The bunt was a beauty.
It was.
It was just one of those plays where Duggar, who is a catcher, doesn't run well up the first base line. He was there to advance the runner, and Wells maybe a little overzealous, threw the ball into center field. The throw was off target, but even if it was off time, I'm not sure, or on time, I'm not sure it would have beat Wagner. Nonetheless, a chance for Dawson Bryce. So you think if they asked Duggar to bunt with 1 on and nobody out, this could 100% be another bunt situation for Kelly Nicholson.
Got to be ready for it.
Bryce tonight 1 for 3. He has an RBI. Maloney is in at third base. So is Kyle Wolf at first. 2 on, nobody out. First pitch. He shows bunt. The pitch is thrown over the head of Wells. Both runners advance, 1-0. The Firebirds are a base hit away from winning this game in the bottom of the 9th. Second and third, nobody out, down by a run. And a 1-0 count to Dawson Bryce. The most consistent and reliable arm for the Mariners this entire summer is having a tough time in the 9th inning. The entire infield is in. Inouye and Marsh come in, now take a few steps back. A 1-0 count to Bryce. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
It's a nice pitch. You got to start somewhere, and that pitch from Rodriguez, 93 miles per hour over the heart of the plate, a swing and a miss. That's all you need to start building from there.
Wagner at third, Duggar at second, the 1-1. In the dirt, Wells traps it in front, a nice block.
Rodriguez is scaring me a little bit with these low pitches. I mean, Wells is diving back and forth to knock him down. Rodriguez got to bring him up a little bit.
A huge spot in the bottom of the 9th. Orleans have won 7 of their last 10. The Mariners 3 in a row. 2-1. Fouled straight back. The count's even at 2-2. So, Gino, you got to think about the situation a little bit now. It really makes Wells' throw to second more ludicrous from a mental mistake because the Mariners are up by a run. The tying run's at third, the winning run's at second. So if you are going to give up a sac fly, everything matters defensively. The throw, the cutoff, the execution. A 2-2 count to Dawson Bryce. Rodriguez set the pitch, struck him out. A high fastball at 93 had Bryce reaching, and a sigh of relief for now from the Mariners dugout. 1 out in the 9th. We talked about a Mariner win, but if Christian Rodriguez and this defense can somehow pull this one out in the 9th, this would be the most Mariner game of the summer. An intentional walk to Javar Williams will load the bases with 1 out.
I want to go back to Wells. It reminds me of the time, if you remember, against Falmouth on July 21st in the 9th where he tried to take off for third when he should have stayed put at second and he got thrown out. It's that decision-making late in the games that has been a little bit questionable from the catcher for the Mariners.
Bases loaded, 1 out. The Mariners up by 1. Kyle Johnson, the batter. First pitch. Up and in, 1-0. Christian Rodriguez is yet to throw a first pitch strike. This is now the 5th batter of the bottom of the 9th. The bases are juiced. The 1-0. Right down Broadway with the fastball. That evens the count at 1-1. What a moment this is. 2 of the top teams on the Cape in the final couple games of the regular season dueling it out at Eldridge Park. The 1-1. Up and in. Johnson ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez really relying on the fastball right now. It's been the pitch that has rose too high, gotten away on the wild pitch, but he's been spiking just about every off-speed pitch. A deep breath, the 2-1. Catches the outside corner with the fastball, 2-2 to Johnson. The bases are loaded. The Mariners are up 2-1 on the road in the bottom of the ninth. There's one out. The ninth hitting Kyle Johnson, who pinch hit for Michael Crossland in the seventh, is the batter. 2-strike pitch. Chopped at the plate. It hits off of Johnson's shin. Foul ball.
Johnson's got to be ready to hit. There's no doubt about it. The last thing you can afford if you're Orleans is a looking strikeout.
So after second and third with nobody out, Rodriguez struck out Dawson Bryce. They intentionally walk Williams to load the bases, a force at every base, the tying run at third, the winning run at second. Two-two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Christian Rodriguez is battling in the ninth. 2 outs, the bases stay loaded. The Mariners are 1 out away from getting out of here with a win.
Wow, that's nice. You can't look past Anthony Potestio right now. You got to finish the job, C-Rod.
Everyone's on their feet. Harwich 2, Orleans 1, the top of the order in Potestio. First offering. Fastball up and away, 1-0. There's nowhere to put him. Runner at first is Williams. Runner at second is Duggar. The tying run at third is Kai Wagner. It has been a pitcher's duel tonight in Orleans. Harwich knocking on the door of 4 in a row. 1-0. Same spot, same result. Fastball up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Potestio tonight is 0 for 4, but can change everything in Orleans with a hit here. Rodriguez working from the stretch with the bases loaded. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball away. Potestio way late, 2-1.
That's a much-needed strike.
If you don't enjoy Cape League baseball this time of the summer, then I don't know what you do. This is an all-timer at Eldridge Park. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. The count's even at 2-2. 1 strike away. Rodriguez had second and third with nobody out in this inning. Has struck out 2 since, walked 1 to load the bases. The Mariners are trying to win it in the bottom of the ninth. 2-strike pitch. Up high, the count goes full. If this game couldn't get any closer, 3 balls, 2 strikes, the bases are loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth inning at Eldridge Park. The Mariners up 2-1 in a late night thriller. The crowd gets into it. Rodriguez set, Potestio the batter. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rodriguez slams the door shut on Orleans, and the Mariners escape. They've won 4 in a row, 2-1 final.
Wow. Christian Rodriguez, if you doubted him for a second, says, this is what I do. What a defensive shutdown by the Mariners today. 2 runs, all of those, or both of those, I should say, came in the first inning off of a 2-run homer from Aiden Robbins. We talked about the offense really coming to life the last couple of games, but the defense, Luke, is what got the job done here tonight.
This pitching staff, they're not shining. They are glowing. In the clutch, in the later innings, it was Doran. In the bottom of the ninth, when you thought Orleans wasn't just going to tie the game, they were striking and had a good chance to win the game. Rodriguez able to fan 3 batters in a row, and the Mariners win their 4th straight. They're atop the Cape, number 1 in the East. What a win for Steve Englert's team.
Wow.
I mean, whenever you think they're out of it,
that's unreal.
They don't score for 8 consecutive innings, but an Aiden Robbins 2-run homer in the first And the combination of Olin Johnson, Tyler Muskar, Scott Doran, and then C-Rod wins it for Harwich. Gino's going to step aside and go grab one of the Mariners pitchers, whether it's Doran, Rodriguez, whoever it may be. We want to hear from them. Just a fantastic finish. This team has no quit, and they improved to 17-12-3 on a summer where they started as the defending champions of 2024. The Mariners are huddled up talking to their skipper, Steve Englert, down the left field line. 2-1 the final. Harwich 8 hits, Orleans 6. Man, oh man, that bottom of the ninth, let's recap it one more time before we go to break, before the interview. It started with a walk to the pinch hitter, Robbie Levy. Then it was a bunt hit from Cashel Duggar. First and second, nobody out. A wild pitch advanced them to second and third with nobody out. Then Rodriguez struck out Dawson Bryce. The Mariners intentionally walked Javar Williams to load the bases, and then back-to-back strikeouts end this game in 9 innings. Harwich 2, Orleans 1. We'll step aside quickly. Gino will be back with a post-game interview. You won't want to miss it.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program.
Back here in Orleans, the Mariners pull out the tightest game so far, not just of their summer on the Cape, I would argue the entire summer on the Cape. Gino's grabbing the Mariner closer tonight, Christian Rodriguez. Gino, you have Christian right to your right. Take it away.
After a 2-1 victory for the Mariners over the Firebirds, the first win for the Mariners over the Firebirds this summer, I'm joined by the closer, Christian Rodriguez. Christian, walk me through the 9th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, and you strike out the last batter. What's going through your head on that at-bat?
Make a good pitch. All my teammates behind me, they had my back. I heard them, boosting me up. It was a little bit of a struggle, the first 3, but my boys kept me in the game. I hearing them, let's go, C-Rod. It's all you. And, I just try my best to get them the win.
You talked about a little bit of a struggle starting off on the mound. It's a big spot. What's going through your head when it's back-to-back walks, an intentional walk that loads the bases? How do you kind of mentally check back into the game and right the ship and deliver 3 strikeouts?
To log back in, I kind of just know that it's me versus the hitter. Whether there's 3 guys on base, nobody on base, 1 guy, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, it's me versus him. And, they got some great team there, great hitters. And I knew I had to bear down and really try and give them my best stuff and let the things play out the way they need to.
Now, right after the team huddle after the win, I saw a bunch of teammates, coaches coming over, giving you fist bumps, giving you hugs. What are the vibes like right now for the Mariners?
They're high. The team chemistry's great. Going into playoffs, we're facing, like I said, some great teams, and that's the biggest thing, team chemistry. We got each other's back no matter what, and vibes are high, Mariners are hot.
Mariners 4-game winning streak. What do you have to say to all the doubters out there that might say, the Mariners, I don't think they're ready for the playoffs. What do you have to say to them?
Don't count out the Mariners, ever.
Well, there you have it. Christian Rodriguez, the save here tonight. A 2-1 victory for Harwich over Orleans. A 4-game winning streak for Harwich. We'll be back in action tomorrow. But for now, we send it back to Luke Brenneman.
Thanks, Gino. What a game. What a night. Add another win to the Mariners' tally this summer. Harwich improves to 17-12-3, make that 4 consecutive winners for the Mariners. Tomorrow, we stay on the road against the Brewster Whitecaps, a 4 o'clock start. So as it gets darker earlier here, Brewster and Stony Brook Field does not have lights. So a 4 p.m. afternoon start. We'll have the call on the Mariners radio network. Our pregame show will start around 3:50, so join us then. For Orleans, Well, they fall back to 500. They're still battling for that final playoff spot with Chatham in the East. Plenty of baseball to play, but the game of the year tonight from a pitching perspective for the Harwich Mariners, the final 2-1 in Orleans. Thank you so much for listening. For my partner Gino Antamarino, our producer Dave Roberts, and myself, Luke Brenneman, we say so long and good night from Eldridge Park.